going to tell you is of a ghost, but is saving the lives instead of killing. Good evening to all. I am Vidyalaya of class 6B, and first I pay my respect to the Holy Trial, Thakur, Ma and Swamiji. Give my respect to the judges, teachers, house masters present here, and love to all my students. Now I am going to start my story, Eastern Airlines Flight 401. It was 29 December 1972. Eastern Airlines Flight 401 was taking off from New York to Florida, Miami. The plane was carrying 163 passengers, 10 flight attendants, 2 pilots. 2 experienced pilots were flying that plane named Robert L. Stockstill and Paul Love. The plane, after a few minutes, few members saw that the landing gear was jammed. So they went to check it. So Bob Stockstill pressed the autopilot button and the plane was set on autopilot mode. But by mistakenly, Bob Love pressed the autopilot button and the autopilot mode got turned off. As they felt that, they suddenly went to the cockpit to get over control. But the plane crashed after a few minutes, leaving 75 survivors, out of which one pilot was also survived but was severely injured. One pilot and flight engineer, Narendrapur, died in that train crash. The company sent a searching team for the crashed plane, so they went to search it. They indeed found the wreckage of the plane and saw that some parts of the plane was still in good condition. So they took those parts to their servicing center and made new parts with those and put it to the new plane named Flight 318. It was said that in that flight no one used to travel that much, but there was conversations going on, so there were 200 plus passengers. An air hostess named Faye Mary Weather was also in that plane and she had to make food for these people in 2 hours. So she went inside the kitchen and she was going to bake the cupcakes, but as soon as she was putting the cupcakes in the oven, she saw a reflection of a man. She was very frightened because the man was telling, be alert, this plane may catch on fire. So she called the flight engineer and other air hostesses with them. So when the flight engineer came and saw the reflection of the man, he recognized him that this was none other than the late flight engineer of the plane crash, Narendrapur. And it was keep telling him, be alert, this plane may catch on fire. After hearing this, they landed the plane and indeed found that this engine had something wrong, so it may catch on fire. So they realized that this incident is in reality and it happened so. And this tells us that from a man's mistake, more than 200 people would die, but instead of that, he saved those lives. This case is one of the most unsolved mysteries in the world, and it can never be solved that much, and it still remains unsolved and mystery